Every step feels lighter now. The ground is warm beneath my feet, as if it knows the silent vow. No distance calls me back or on, no echo pulls me through the past. The moment opens wide and still, a place where nothing needs to last. I stop carrying the weight of time and let the stillness hold me here. This is where the quiet comes to rest, like breath returning to the chest. Every worry loosens slowly and releases what it kept. Through the hush of open land, I lay my burdens down at last. This is where the quiet comes to rest, and I am whole and vast. The hills remain without a sound, yet speak in ways the heart can hear. They teach me how to stand and stay, and trust the calm that brought me here. What once felt heavy slips away like dust returning to the ground. The quiet doesn't ask for more, it heals without a single sound. I stop carrying the weight of time and let the stillness hold me here. This is where the quiet comes to rest, like breath returning to the chest. Every worry loosens slowly and releases what it kept. Through the hush of open land, I lay my burdens down at last. This is where the quiet comes to rest, and I am whole and vast. Between the letting go and peace, a gentler truth begins to rise. Not every journey needs a place. Some journeys end with open skies. This is where the quiet comes to rest, like breath returning to the chest. Every worry loosens slowly and releases what it kept. Through the hush of open land, I lay my burdens down at last. This is where the quiet comes to rest, and I am whole and vast. it's listening today. No answer falls, no sign appears, yet something in me feels understood. The weight I carried through the years begins to loosen where I stood. I stopped demanding certainty and let the moment speak in calm. When the sky finally listens, I don't need to explain. Every word I never said is released into the plain. Through the hush of endless blue, I let go of all control. When the sky finally listens, it restores my soul. The clouds move on without regret. They never cling to what has passed. They show me how to loosen grip and trust the shape of things at last. What once felt heavy in my chest now drifts like breath into the air. The quiet does the work of grace by simply staying simply there. I stopped demanding certainty and let the moment speak in calm. When the sky finally listens, I don't need to explain. Every word I never said is released into the plain. Through the hush of endless blue, I let go of all control. When the sky finally listens, it restores my soul. Between the asking and the knowing, there is peace that doesn't move. Not every prayer requires an answer. Some are healed by being true. When the sky finally listens, I don't need to explain. Every word I never said is released into the plain. Through the hush of endless blue, I let go of all control. When the sky finally listens, it restores my soul. I wake before the world begins, where light is thin and soft with gray. The hills are holding their first breath as night releases into day. No plans are written in the air, no echoes chase my restless mind. The silence feels like open arms, a place I didn't know to find. I stop asking what comes next and listen deeper where I stand. Where the morning stays quiet, I feel my heart beat slow and true. Every worry starts to loosen in the calm that pulls me through. Through the hush of waking light, I leave the weight I used to bear. Where the morning stays quiet, I am there. The dew still rests upon the ground like silver holding every step. It teaches me to walk with care and trust the paths I haven't met. What once felt urgent fades away like stars retreating from the sky. The quiet keeps me steady now, no need to ask the reason why. I stop asking what comes next and listen deeper where I stand. Where the morning stays quiet, I feel my heart beat slow and true. Every worry starts to loosen in the calm that pulls me through. Through the hush of waking light, I leave the weight I used to bear. Where the morning stays quiet, I am there. Between the dark and rising sun, the gentle promise softly grows. Not every truth must rush to fall. Some truths arrive when stillness knows. Where the morning stays quiet, I feel my heart beat slow and true. Every worry starts to loosen in the calm that pulls me through. Through the hush of waking light, I leave the weight I used to bear. Where the morning stays quiet, I am there. I stand where land begins to fade and water waits without a sound. The sky is pale, the moment white, no edge remains to hold me down. The tide moves slow, then pulls away, like breathing learned from ancient stone. It teaches me to trust the pause and not demand what's never known. I leave my questions in the sand and let the quiet take their place. In the stillness before the sea, I feel my heartbeat fall in line. Every weight that followed me dissolves into the open tide. Through the hush of salted air, I loosen all I used to be. In the stillness before the sea, I am free. The horizon holds no promise made, yet offers more than words can give. It shows me how to let things go and teaches me a softer way to live. What once felt heavy drifts away, like footprints fading from the shore. The quiet asks for nothing now, and somehow gives me even more. I leave my questions in the sand and let the quiet take their place. In the stillness before the sea, I feel my heartbeat fall in line. Every weight that followed me dissolves into the open tide. Through the hush of salted air, I loosen all I used to be. In the stillness before the sea, I am free. Between the wave and waiting shore, a deeper calm begins to rise. Not every truth must have a form. Some truths arrive like open skies. In the stillness before the sea, I feel my heartbeat fall in line. Every weight that followed me dissolves into the open tide. I drift where restless waters flow, and every wave begins to rest. The shore receives without a word the weight I carried in my chest. No anchor pulls me to the past, no storm insists on where to steer. The moment opens calm and wide, and lets me breathe without a fear. I stop fighting every tide and trust the stillness drawing near. This is where the quiet becomes a harbor, safe from every running doubt. Every worry finds its mooring and gently empties out. Through the hush of open water, I let my restless heart recover. This is where the quiet becomes a harbor and holds me over. The horizon does not rush. It waits for night and waits for dawn. It teaches me to stay and trust that nothing real is ever gone. What once felt heavy slips away, like sails release into the air. More, and leaves me steady, present there. I stop fighting every tide and trust the stillness drawing near. This is where the quiet becomes a harbor, safe from every running doubt. Every worry finds its mooring and gently empties out. Through the hush of open water, I let my restless heart recover. This is where the quiet becomes a harbor and holds me over. Between the leaving and return, a deeper calm begins to stay. Not every journey needs a storm. Some shores are found by drifting gently. This is where the quiet becomes a harbor, safe from every running doubt. Every worry finds its mooring and gently empties out. Through the hush of open water, I let my restless heart recover. This is where the quiet becomes a harbor and holds me over. I stand where paths begin to fade into the hush of open green. No sign remains to pull me on, only where my breath has been. The light falls soft between the leaves, as if it knows the pace I need. The moment widens patiently and asks me only just to breathe. I stop searching for a door and feel the space begin to show. This is where the quiet opens the way, without a map, without a sign. Every worry I once carried loses shape and loosens time. Through the hush of living ground, I let the old resistance sway. This is where the quiet opens the way, and I stay. The trees remain without a word, yet mark the seasons as they turn. They teach me how to stand and wait and trust the things I do not learn. What once felt heavy slips away like breath dissolving into air. The quiet does not push or pull, it simply meets me where I am. I stop searching for a door and feel the space begin to show. This is where the quiet opens the way, without a map, without a sign. Every worry I once carried loses shape and loosens time. Through the hush of living ground, I let the old resistance sway. This is where the quiet opens the way, and I stay. Between the step and open sealed, a deeper calm begins to rise. Not every path must be revealed. Some roads appear before our eyes. This is where the quiet opens the way, without a map, without a sign. Every worry I once carried loses shape and loosens time. Through the hush of living ground, I let the old resistance sway. This is where the quiet opens the way, and I stay. I stand where water meets the stone, and every emotion learns to wait. The sea moves slow, then settles down, as if it knows the hour is late. No signal calls me out to sail, no storm reminds me where I've been. The moment rests in breathing light and pulls the quiet deep within. I stop listening for the roar and hear the calm beneath the sound. This is where the quiet holds the tide, not pushing out, not pulling in. Every fear I used to hide softens where the waves begin. Through the hush of salted air, I loosen what I couldn't guide. This is where the quiet holds the tide and stays beside. The turning day, it teaches me to trust the pause and let the moment have its way. What once felt heavy drifts away like footprints fading from the sand. The quiet does not ask for more, it simply holds me where I stand. I stop listening for the roar and hear the calm beneath the sound. This is where the quiet holds the tide, not pushing out, not pulling in. Every fear I used to hide softens where the waves begin. Through the hush of salted air, I loosen what I couldn't guide. This is where the quiet holds the tide and stays beside. Between the leaving and return, a deeper stillness starts to grow. Not every journey needs a shore. Some truths arrive by staying slow. This is where the quiet holds the tide, not pushing out, not pulling in. Every fear I used to hide softens where the waves begin. Through the hush of salted air, I loosen what I couldn't guide. This is where the quiet holds the tide and stays beside. Fade away into the grass, into the loam. The ground feels warm beneath my feet, as if it knows I've come back home. No markers left to guide my way, no sign that tells me who to be. The land unfolds in patient lines and gives its quiet trust to me. I stop resisting where I stand and feel the moment settle in. When the land remembers my steps, I feel my heartbeat fall in time. Every weight I carried with me softens into something kind. Through the hush of open ground, I let go of who I was before. When the land remembers my steps, I am whole once more. The hills remain without a word, yet speak of past both old and true. They teach me how to trust the poles and listen longer than I do. What once felt heavy leaves my chest like breath returning to the air. The quiet holds me steady now. With nothing left I need to bear, I stop resisting where I stand and feel the moment settle in. When the land remembers my steps, I feel my heartbeat fall in time. Every weight I carried with me softens into something kind. Through the hush of open ground, I let go of who I was before. When the land remembers my steps, I am whole once more. Between the leaving and return, a gentler knowing starts to grow. Not every road is meant to lead. Some roads are meant to slow. When the land remembers my steps, I feel my heartbeat fall in time. Every weight I carried with me softens into something kind. Through the hush of open ground, I let go of who I was before. When the land remembers my steps, I am whole once more. I stand where nothing presses close. No edge remains for fear to find. The space around me feels like home, as if the land knows every line. asks me who I am. No name is needed in this place. The breath moves easy through my chest, and quiet learns my shape. I stop holding myself apart and let the moment settle in. This is where the quiet learns my shape, without a word, without a claim. Every weight I carried fades like fog retreating from the plain. Through the hush of open ground I loosen who I tried to be. This is where the quiet learns my shape and carries me. The hills remain without a sound, yet hold the truth I couldn't say. They show me how to stand and stay, and let the masks just fall away. What once felt heavy leaves my hands like dust returning to the land. The quiet doesn't need to ask, it understands. I stop holding myself apart and let the moment settle in. This is where the quiet learns my shape, without a word, without a claim. Every weight I carried fades like fog retreating from the plain. Through the hush of open ground I loosen who I tried to be. This is where the quiet learns my shape and carries me. Between the breath and beating heart, a softer truth begins to grow. Not every self must be defined. Some selves are known by letting go. This is where the quiet learns my shape, without a word, without a claim. Every weight I carried fades like fog retreating from the plain. Through the hush of open ground I loosen who I tried to be. This is where the quiet learns my shape and carries me. The air feels wide, the moment thin, as if the world is listening in. No weight of words upon my tongue, no past remains to overcome. The silence drifts from breath to breathe, a gentle space I've never left. I stop holding on to sound and let the stillness circle round. This is where the quiet lingers in the air, soft as light upon the skin. Every worry I was carrying loosened slowly from within. Through the hush of open space, I release what I once feared. This is where the quiet lingers in the air, and I am stand calm without a name. They never ask me why I came. They teach me how to stand and feel the kind of peace that doesn't heal. What once felt heavy leaves my chest, like breath returning to its rest. The quiet stays, it does not ask, it simply lifts the final mask. I stop holding on to sound and let the stillness circle round. This is where the quiet lingers in the air, soft as light upon the skin. Heavy worry I was carrying loosened slowly from within. Through the hush of open space, I release what I once feared. This is where the quiet lingers in the air, and I am clear. Deeper calm begins to lie. Not every truth must take a form. Some truths are felt and then are gone. This is where the quiet lingers in the air, soft as light upon the skin. Every worry I was carrying loosened slowly from within. Through the hush of open space, I release what I once feared. This is where the quiet lingers in the air, and I am clear. wings gently bend along a path of moss and stone. The earth feels close beneath my feet, as if it knows where I have grown. No voice ahead, no call behind, no need to hurry, need to prove. The moment breathes beside my pace and teaches me how still can move. I stop counting every mile and let the silence guide my tread. This is where the quiet knows my steps, each one taken slow and true. Every weight I carried far softens with the morning dew. Through the hush of forest air I loosen all I tried to keep. This is where the quiet knows my steps and lets me sleep. The trees remain without a word, yet mark the seasons as they pass. They teach me how to stand and wait and trust the roots beneath the grass. What once felt heavy leaves my chest like breath dissolving into green. The quiet doesn't ask for more, it knows exactly what I mean. I stop counting every mile and let the silence guide my tread. This is where the quiet knows my steps, each one taken slow and true. Every weight I carried far softens with the morning dew. Through the hush of forest air I loosen all I tried to keep. This is where the quiet knows my steps and lets me sleep. Between the footfall and the ground, a deeper calm begins to grow. Not every journey seeks an end. Some paths are meant to move us slow. This is where the quiet knows my steps, each one taken slow and true. Every weight I carried far softens with the morning dew. Through the hush of forest air I loosen all I try to keep. This is where the quiet knows my steps and lets me sleep. stand where restless waters flow, and every tide begins to breathe. The shore is calm, the moment wide, with nothing left I need to keep. No signal calls me from within, no echo asks me who I am. The ground feels steady underfoot, as if it understands my hand. I stop reaching for the far and let the stillness draw me near. This is where the quiet anchors the soul, like stone beneath a drifting sea. Every fear I used to hold loses its gravity through the hush of salted air. I release what pulls me low. This is where the quiet anchors the soul and lets me go. Without a word, it does not rush the coming night. It teaches me to trust the pause and rest within this fragile light. What once felt heavy slips away, like boats unmoored from anxious hands. The quiet stays and does not ask. It simply helps me understand. I stop reaching for the far and let the stillness draw me near. This is where the quiet anchors the soul, like stone beneath the drifting sea. Every fear I used to hold loses its gravity through the hush of salted air. I release what pulls me low. This is where the quiet anchors the soul and lets me go. Between the wave and waiting shore, a deeper calm begins to rise. Not every truth must move or roam. Some truths arrive and stay inside. This is where the quiet anchors the soul, like stone beneath a drifting sea. Every fear I used to hold loses its gravity through the hush of salted air. I release what pulls me low. This is where the quiet anchors the soul and lets me go. peace, and every thought learns how to breathe. The road is quiet, worn and kind, as if it's always walked with me. No sign ahead, no call behind, no weight to prove, no role to play. The moment settles at my side and quietly begins to stay. I stop choosing where to go and let the stillness share my stride. This is where the quiet walks beside me, not ahead, not far behind. Every burden I once carried loses shape and slips my mind. Through the hush of open ground, I let the long-held tension flee. This is where the quiet walks beside me and keeps me company. The hills remain without a word, yet know the rhythm of my steps. They teach me how to move with care and trust the ground that never left. What once felt heavy leaves my hands like breath returning to the air. The quiet doesn't ask for more, it simply stays aware, aware. I stop choosing where to go and let the stillness share my stride. This is where the quiet walks beside me, not ahead, not far behind. Every burden I once carried loses shape and slips my mind. Through the hush of open ground, I let the long-held tension flee. This is where the quiet walks beside me and keeps me company. Between the step and steady breath, a deeper calm begins to rise. Not every journey needs a map, some paths appear when we're aligned. This is where the quiet walks beside me, not ahead, not far behind. Every burden I once carried loses shape and slips my mind. Through the hush of open ground, I let the long-held tension flee. This is where the quiet walks beside me and keeps me company. Keeps me company. I stand where nothing pulls me on, beyond the reach of need and name. The land feels wide, the moment kind, and everything feels just the same. No echo asks me where I've been, no future waits for me to run. The breath arrives, the heart grows still, as if the day's just begun. I stop holding every thought and let the silence settle deep. This is where the quiet stays with me, not fading, a sound, yet know the shape of every year. They teach me how to stand and stay and listen longer than my fear. What once felt heavy leaves my hands like breath returning to the land. The quiet does not need a word, it understands. I stop holding every thought and let the silence settle deep. This is where the quiet stays with me, not fading out, not passing by. Every worry loosens slowly like clouds unbinding from the sky. Through the hush of open air, I leave the weight I used to see. This is where the quiet stays with me and lets me be. Between the breath and beating heart, a softer truth begins to show. Not every piece must travel far. Some peace is found by staying slow. This is where the quiet stays with me, not fading out, not passing by. Every worry loosens slowly like clouds unbinding from the sky. Through the hush of open air, I leave the weight I used to see. This is where the quiet stays with me and lets me be. Shadows cool the passing day. They've watched the world grow loud and still, and never once were pulled away. No question echoes in this place, no answer waits beyond the ground. The silence feels both old and truth that doesn't need a sound. I stop carrying the weight of words and let the earth receive my breath. This is where the quiet sleeps in stone, older than my fear or doubt. Every worry I have known finds a way to soften out through the hush of timeless ground. I release what I can the quiet sleeps in stone, and I am not alone. The hills stand still without a voice, yet hold the shape of every year. They teach me how to stand and stay, and listen longer than my fear. What once felt heavy leaves my chest like dust returning to the land. The quiet doesn't ask for more, it simply understands. I stop carrying the weight of words and let the earth receive my breath. This is where the quiet sleeps in stone, older than my fear or doubt. Every worry I have known finds a way to soften out through the hush of timeless ground. I release what I can't atone. This is where the quiet sleeps in stone, and I am not alone. Between the past and passing time, a deeper calm begins to stay. Not every truth must rise or shine. Some truths are meant to fade to gray. This is where the quiet sleeps in stone, older than my fear or doubt. Every worry I have known finds a way to soften out through the hush of timeless ground. I release what I can't atone. This is where the quiet sleeps in stone, and I am not alone. I awake when night begins to thin, and pale light touches hill and stone. The world grows still enough to hear a truth I've always known. No shadow clings to what I was, no fear remains to guide my way. The breath arrives like quiet prayer as dark releases into day. I stop waiting for a sign and feel the morning breathe me in. This is where the quiet wakes the dawn, soft and gold across the land. Every sorrow I was holding slips like water from my hand. Through the hush of newborn light, I let the night be gone. This is where the quiet awakes the dawn and carries me on. The hills remain in patient calm. They do not rush the coming sun. They teach me how to trust the pause where every ending is begun. What once felt heavy fades away like mist retreating from my sight. The quiet does not need to speak. It turns my shadow into light. I stop waiting for a sign and feel the morning breathe me in. This is where the quiet wakes the dawn, soft and gold across the land. Every sorrow I was holding slips like water from my hand. Through the hush of newborn light, I let the night be gone. This is where the quiet awakes the dawn and carries me on. Between the dark and open sky, a gentler truth begins to rise. Not every hope must shout or burn. Some hopes arrive with open eyes. This is where the quiet awakes the dawn, soft and gold across the land. Every sorrow I was holding slips like water from my hand. Through the hush of newborn light, I let the night be gone. This is where the quiet awakes the dawn and carries me on. everything that's ever been. No rush remains within the air, no weight of words I need to keep. Each breath becomes a softer prayer in places where the old songs sleep. I leave my worries in the shade and feel the silence answer me. Where the old songs sleep in stone and soil, I feel my restless heart unwind. Every wound learns how to heal when I leave the past behind. Through the hush of ancient ground, a gentler truth begins to rise. Where the old songs sleep around me, I remember who I am inside. The river bends with patient grace. It never asks the shore to stay. It teaches me to trust the flow and let the heavier moments sway. What once felt lost returns as calm. What once was sharp grows smooth and kind. The quiet gives me back my strength in ways the noise could never find. I leave my worries in the shade and feel the silence answer me. Where the old songs sleep in stone and soil, I feel my restless heart unwind. Every wound learns how to heal when I leave the past behind. Through the hush of ancient ground, a gentler truth begins to rise. Where the old songs sleep around me, I remember who I am inside. Between the echo and the still, a deeper rhythm softly plays. Not every truth needs words or sound. Some truths arrive like quiet grace. Where the old songs sleep in stone and soil, I feel my restless heart unwind. Every wound learns how to heal when I leave the past behind. Through the hush of ancient ground, a gentler truth shadows stretch across the field. The air is calm, the moment white, with nothing left I need to shield. The sky grows quiet overhead, as if it listens more than speaks. Each breath becomes a softer truth at the edge of silent weeds. I let the world fall out of reach and feel the stillness draw me near. At the edge of quiet light, I lay my restless thoughts to rest. Every wrong begins to fade, every doubt slips from my chest. Through the hush of open air, I release the weight I carry through. At the edge of quiet light, I return to what is true. The land remembers how to wait. It does not chase the coming night. It trusts the dark to hold its place and cradle dawn within its sight. What once felt urgent loosens here, like echoes fading into ground. The quiet does not ask for more, it simply stays without a sound. I let the world fall out of reach and feel the stillness draw me near. At the edge of quiet light, I lay my restless thoughts to rest. Every wrong begins to fade, every doubt slips from my chest. Through the hush of open air, I release the weight I carry through. At the edge of quiet light, I return to what is true. Between the leaving and the stay, a gentler rhythm softly grows. Not every truth must be pursued. Some truths arrive when we let go. At the edge of quiet light, I lay my restless thoughts to rest. Every wrong begins to fade, every doubt slips from my chest. Through the hush of open air, I release the weight I carry through. At the edge of quiet light, I return to what is true. faded gently through the night. No voices call, no questions rise. The earth is calm beneath my feet. Each breath returns a quieter truth in rhythms old and incomplete. I let the stillness take my hand and lead me where the heart can rest. When the hills begin to breathe and the sky grows wide and clear, all the weight I carried fades. I no longer feel the fear. Every path becomes enough. Every wound begins to mend. When the hills begin to breathe, I am home again. The river hums a distant tune of letting go and moving on. It never begs the shore to stay. It trusts the pull it's leaning on. So I release what I can't hold, like falling leaves into the stream. The quiet fills the empty space with something close to peace unseen. I let the stillness take my hand and lead me where the heart can. When the hills begin to breathe and the sky grows wide and clear, all the weight I carried fades. I no longer feel the fear. Every path becomes enough. Every wound begins to mend. When the hills begin to breathe, I am home again. Between the pulse of earth and sky, a softer strength begins to grow. Not every truth is meant for words. Some things are only felt and known. When the hills begin to breathe and the sky grows wide and clear, all the weight I carried fades. I no longer feel the fear. Every path becomes enough. Every wound begins to mend. When the hills begin to breathe, I am home again. I pause where footsteps lose their sound, and every choice demands I move ahead. No past returns to pull me through. The ground feels steady, warm and kind, as if it's always known what's true. I stop asking where I belong and feel the silence answer me. This is where the quiet waits for me, without a sign, without a call. Every weight I carried far is gently laid and starts to fall. Through the hush of open time, I loosen all I used to be. This is where the quiet waits for me and sets me free. Remain without a word, yet know the shape of every scar. They teach me how to stand and breathe exactly as I am. So far, what once felt heavy leaves my chest like breath dissolving into air. The quiet stays without a sound and somehow tells me I am there. I stop asking and feel the silence answer me. This is where the quiet waits for me, without a sign, without a call. Every weight I carried far is gently laid and starts to fall. Through the hush of open time, I loosen all I used to be. This is where the quiet waits for me and sets me free. Between the leaving and the rest, a softer knowing starts to grow. Not every path must lead away. Some paths are found by staying slow. This is where the quiet waits for me, without a sign, without a call. Every weight I carried far is gently laid and starts to fall. Through the hush of open time, I loosen all I used to be. This is where the quiet waits for me and sets me free.